Before I was in real estate, I actually got a phone call from Realtor about the FSBO that I had listed, which I did not. But this is my story about being on the other side of the phone. First of all, this guy called me and tried to get me to have him list my FSBO. I didn't have a FSBO. I tried to tell him this, but he didn't want to listen. Or he was so intense in trying to get me to book an appointment with him that he couldn't listen. But that's a topic for another video. Ultimately, at the end of the day, he went to the whole, I might have a buyer for your property. Can I come tour it spiel? Now, I'm telling you, being on the other side of the phone without a real estate license at the time, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why don't you actually bring the buyer to me and they can look at the house with you? When I got into real estate, I learned that this was this normal script. Now, I'll be the first one to admit, I am not here to give any advice on getting FSBOs because I'm not good at it. I've tried it very little. What I will say is we need to stop using this whole I might have a buyer spiel. Actually find a buyer and bring the buyer with you. I know somebody who does this and his conversion rate is actually really good. But quit the whole I might have a buyer and just say I have a buyer. Network with buyers, find someone who's interested, and bring them with you to the appointment. Because I can tell you from personal experience, when you're on the other end of the phone, when an agent tells you, hey, I might have a buyer for you, it sounds pretty bad. That might have worked a long time ago, but it's overdone, and I just don't see it working very much anymore.